And we are live as always. Welcome back to BlockDesk News, where we discuss investments. And of course, we go into geopolitics. We discuss the crypto market. And also, we're going to add a new segment from today where we're going to be discussing TCG because I've actually been making a killing from investing into Pokemon cards and other assets. So, yeah, but without further ado, what I want to do is start off, as always, talking about the geopolitics and about what's going on around the world. And gold and silver prices have been super volatile, very big ups and downs as the market moves, shifts very, very fast at the moment. Then boom, a strong US. So this is so gold and silver has been going crazy, but it's been dumping at the moment. And the US payroll rose by 130,000 in January, more than expected. So there's been a boom on February 11th for January plus 130,000 jobs were added. Way better than expected, and unemployment dipped to 4.3%. So this is really good news, and it's a bullish situation basically for the crypto and the stock market. That news made people think fewer rate cuts are coming soon. So the dollar is getting stronger, and treasuries pulled in money. Also, CME and big future exchanges raised margins on gold and silver again. Back to February 6th, gold margins went to 9%, silver to 18%. And it's all cooling down while prices basically are swinging. Right after the jobs number, gold and silver dipped again, and overall stocks and commodities are corrected. So we're seeing a big correction, and people, what's up, 35? Hope you're doing well, my brother. So we're seeing a big, basically, money outflow from rare metals moving into more riskier assets. And usually people, like, let me tell you what this means for you as an investor. So gold and silver are acting as real safe havens. They react to super fast to big news like job reports and geopolitical flare-ups. But strong job data means a firmer dollar and higher yields, which put short-term pressure on non-yielding stuff like metals, basically. So just to summarize it for all of you, what's going on is that money is moving away from gold and silver and is going into digital assets, and is hitting digital assets quite strong. So even though that the job data information has changed, most buyers shrugged it off, and there's only been just over 1%, right, change. So this shift, it's clear, and institutions are starting to digitize. What's up, everyone? Good to see all of you. um so they're starting to digitize, their assets, and we're going to get into that once again and discuss a little bit about BlackRock and what they're doing. So when macro itself, when it tightens like hot jobs, money rotates into the dollar, treasuries, and defensive stock. And we're seeing a lot of geopolitical stuff changing. So there's less information going about wars. You're seeing less news about, conflicts around the world. And this creates a sense of calmness and certainty and confidence for people to invest into more riskier investments such as crypto, meme coins, obviously, and just to move their money out of gold. And this is a good sign for the crypto industry. But how long this will last, I don't know. As I've been saying for the past couple of weeks, we're probably going to start seeing this. We're going to start seeing these changes really show up in the market around April time. But of course, only time will tell. And I think the way the government, like, because everything really does rotate around the US market, unfortunately, even the crypto industry. So the most recent news, as many of you know, has been the Jeffrey Epstein files. And this is really important because what their masters are doing is moving what you're thinking. Good to see everyone here. What they want you to do is think about something else to move your attention away from what's happening. Is that they're tokenizing basically the whole stock market, the whole industry, they're tokenizing gold, and they're trying to get your mind away by, releasing these Epstein files. I'll give you a short overview what's been released in the past week. So there's been a big drop of 3.5 million pages of Epstein related documents under new Transparency Act. There was docs, videos, the works, and a lot of people who you couldn't imagine have been named. And of course, Jeffrey Epstein was one of them. And there's been clear emails shown that he was speaking to the initial developers of Bitcoin. And this sort of says, was he actually the one who came up with the idea of Bitcoin to create digital money? Because I don't know, for those of you who know this, Jeffrey Epstein was using World of Warcraft gold as a way to move money around the world. Jeffrey Epstein using WoW gold. Epstein used World of Warcraft gold to move money. So he was doing this to fund his, illegal operations. This is a Facebook post. I don't know where this is going to go, but this is his email, and he was clearly buying gold, and he was using this gold, this digital gold, to move money around. So this sort of lines up with the idea that he had a really big interest in Bitcoin. And this has really shaken the market up. There was a lot of fear, as you saw in the past week. We're dipping to, how low are we dipping at the moment? Coin market cap. Let's check it out, because Bitcoin is not in a good place. Let me tell you that much. 67,000. This is absolutely crazy. And it's like, I have an article here. Actually, let's talk about this, because I really want all of you to see this video about this guy, and he expressed it really well when it comes to money moving into crypto from wild.
You're witnessing a massive transfer of power that most people are completely misreading. While everyone is staring at the red candles in the gold market, they are missing the fact that the biggest financial seat in the entire world is about to be taken by someone who actually understands blockchain. This isn't just another market dip, it is an evolution. The old school safe haven assets just had a brutal reality check. Gold and silver investors are scratching their heads after a massive sell-off, and the media wants you to think it's just about interest rates. But there's a deeper reason why this capital is fleeing. Kevin Warsh, the man likely to lead.
By the way, he might not be the one chosen for the Fed chair, and I'll answer your question about the Epstein files in a minute.
The Federal Reserve just dropped a truth bomb that makes the gold versus Bitcoin debate look like a joke. Listen to what he said.
To Bitcoin, and I thought I heard a little bit of condescension that people are buying Bitcoin and these things.
But doesn't it, Charlie Munger, this is 2 or 3 years before he died, Charlie Munger attacked Bitcoin. He called it evil, in part because it would begin to undermine the Fed's ability to manage the economy.
Or it could provide market discipline. Or it could tell the world that things need to be fixed.
Warsh isn't just some guy.
So look, there's a lot of, people saying one thing or the other, but in reality, this is all market manipulation. This is what's happening. The Bitcoin should not be at the price it's at now, right now. We are basically just after the halving. There should have been a massive bull run, and we should be in a bear market, which we are, but there was no bull run. Where were all the big launches? Where were all the profits? Yes, Bitcoin flew up to 120,000, but all this manipulation, even the Fed chair, he might not be the Fed chair. Somebody else might be chosen by Trump. And there's manipulation through poly markets about him being chosen. An interview with Trump saying, sorry, do you know what? I might not choose him. It was my mistake. And to go back to the Epstein files. So as I mentioned, there's emails with Epstein emailing the developers, the first 3 or 4 people who were working on the Bitcoin blockchain. And he was influencing them. And he was initially a part of it. And a lot of people got very scared that it was him who developed this. And a lot of people are suggesting that he is still alive. And what if it's him who's holding that initial 1 million Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto owns? What if it's him holding it? Imagine that. If he's holding it, he can crash the whole US economy in 1 second. And that is what theorists, conspiracy theorists are saying. That's how he got out of prison. Because if he does that, he will crash the whole crypto market. With all these files, with all the information that he has, he could have been a plant by another government. No bull run last year, no bull run this year. Mate, it's looking like it. I've been positive about the midterms in America in April. That's where my mind is set. I'm thinking there's going to be a mini sort of bullish market in April, but it's looking very unlikely because as all of you are seeing, liquidity is exiting the market, but it's exiting the retail market. That's not to say BlackRock, like BlackRock, every day you see BlackRock sold $1 million, BlackRock bought $1 billion. It's manipulation going up and down, and they're just extracting liquidity from the retail guys. And in the ideal world, they're going to pump it up when all of us have basically lost money. The guys who don't have millions of dollars in their pockets to invest. So that's where, that's where we're at, unfortunately. Nothing we can do. But what my suggestion is when the market is in greed mode, as you can see, greed is at the max, or the fear is at the maximum. My apologies. When we are in fear, that's when you invest, and that's when you stock up into these extremely low, smaller market cap tokens. So yeah, there's a lot of news going off. Sorry, I went on a little bit of a rant there, but I think it's important to sort of correlate all the information that's going on around the world, and that's why we bring all this information, because it does go back because of the market manipulation. Exactly, it does go back into crypto. The world news, the macro news, Epstein files, it all revolves back into gold, especially the wars that's going on. It all revolves back into our investments, basically. And that is what I think is the most important. And now I want to move on into crypto, which is our favorite topic. And I want to talk about institutional flow. So this is going to go a little bit more deeper into what we just discussed. So institutions are pouring in money like there's no tomorrow. And yes, there are articles, BlackRock sold a big amount and they bought another big amount. But at the end of the day, they're manipulating the market. They're not dumping on the market. This is very important to know. So we're seeing a shift from retail hype to serious institutional allocations. Tokenized assets and TradeFi bridges are pulling in measurable big capital. So TradeFi, DeFi, real projects are bringing in capital and investments as we speak right now. There's many projects which are going to launch and have already, like Mega ETH. That's the mainnet went live, as I said. Their token is going live soon. Definitely worth checking out. I mentioned it last week. So there's been a huge development. BlackRock, Biddle, that's their company, their massive tokenized US Treasury fund. Over $2 billion went live for trading on Uniswap through partnership. Did you guys even hear about this? This is not really like, this is what, like, not a lot of people even hear about this. So this is BlackRock's first step into DeFi, blending traditional finance, liquidity with blockchain and accessibility. The Uni token jumped big in announcement. So they say the Uni token jumped, but in reality, BlackRock actually bought, I think it was billions or millions of the token itself as part of this deal. So this is, once again, market manipulation, but obviously Uniswap wants to increase, what they're offering, and part of that deal is for BlackRock to buy some of the tokens. So it's understandable. So real world assets, RWAs like tokenized treasuries are starting to explode. On-chain value sitting around $24 to $25 billion right now, which is basically a small amount, driven by institutions chasing yield and diversification. It's all happening right in front of our faces, but at the same time, right behind our backs. So high ROI themes to watch out for all of you. Layer 1 blockchains with strong institutional integrations. That is what you should be looking out for. Tokens supporting tokenization, DeFi, and settlement rails. This is where the industry is heading, alongside with AI, DeFi, TradeFi. I have a inkling that it's gonna see its time of day once again, and potentially, as I said, in April. And moving on into the AI side, yeah, so the BlackRock news is pretty crazy. This is 24.7 billion in the RWA market. Now moving into the AI side, AI is meeting crypto. AI and crypto real utilities incoming. Claude and a lot of AI. Seems like AI was not just a hype moment for the crypto industry. AI is starting to enter crypto industry. I was speaking to some of my team, and I want all of you to listen to this. This is a crazy idea, but it makes sense. Very close in the future, maybe at the end of this year or sometime next year, what we're going to start seeing is people are going to stop actually using decentralized exchanges or centralized exchanges or DeFi protocols. They're going to have their own AI agent that they're going to write to via Telegram or via WhatsApp and say, hey, go to this DEX and trade for me at this price and sell at this price. Everybody, basically, blockchain and Web3 is going to be utilized more by AI agents than humans, because we're not going to be doing the clicking and the buying and the selling. It's basically the dead internet theory could potentially come true, but not how we all thought about it. It's going to come true via AI agents and them controlling the internet and us controlling them. So really interesting to see how that's going to go. And beyond the meme hype, AI itself, as I said, AI-enabled protocols and decentralized computes, which are building actual tools. And one of the main tools, I think, is the future of the internet, how AI agents are basically going to become the users, the real users of the internet. So this week's growing buzz, Ben Gotzel, I probably butchered that name, from SingularityNet, talking about AI potentially outthinking humans in strategy within a couple of years, accelerating blockchain AI convergence. So the angle here is the next narrative rotation could be AI x crypto 2.0. The next wave of AI is potentially coming, in my opinion, and it's something I recommend all of you to look out for. Projects delivering general automation and utility, not just talk. Remember the word automation. What about trading? This is what I just said. People are going to message their AI agent to trade for them. This is basically like there's already, trading bots. They're already available. You can tell them to buy Bitcoin at 65,000 and sell it at 70, right? Instead of you panicking and buying and selling, you can place in those orders with trading bots, but you'll have an AI agent basically that will do that for you. And the whole Web3, the whole crypto industry, is going to be controlled by these AI agents. And you won't even know who's who at the end of the day. And this is something that SuperDApp is sort of looking to do, is integrate these AI agents with humans and allow humans to interact with these AI agents. I'll get into that. So there's a lot of high ROI themes going on in AI. So AI infrastructure, tokens tied to compute or agent frameworks, decentralized GPU networks, really big. GPU and RAM prices, as you know, are going crazy. Emerging microcap AI plus blockchain projects, high risk, high rewards. So keep an eye out for those. I will bring up some next week. Obviously, there's a lot of shifts going on at the moment. I think we're in a good position with SuperDAP focusing on AI. I agree very much. The AI focus is the key focus for us. So the crypto takeaway from all of this is where smart money is positioning for the long game. Real flow, real utility, basically. So yeah, that's a general overview of the market. I think it's an exciting part. This week has been absolutely crazy, and next week I'm gonna bring you a specific projects that I'm looking at based on this information that I brought over. Well, I want to move into TCG news, and this is the reason I've brought this segment in this channel. As an investor, I really hate it when the market is dead. So what I like to do is to look at other investment opportunities. And I think it's very important for crypto investors, for stock investors, to look into trading card games, basically, because the Pokemon trading card game has outperformed the S&P 500 by a lot over the past 10 years. And right now, people are making a killing buying and reselling Pokemon cards, One Piece cards, and now there's a new trading card game coming in next month from Naruto, and it's launching in March. The first expansion, and right now you can pre-order the first edition cards and boxes. And this is, as you know, the first edition boxes from Pokemon, they're worth like $250,000, right? And you can pre-order this right now. I'm gonna send you guys the link here so you can all check it out. I strongly recommend have a look into the Naruto trading card game. Just to give you guys an overall, understanding of the TCG market. It's currently like I'll just read the article for you. It's experiencing unexpected change with the introduction of blockchain technology and non-fungible tokens. So a lot of these trading card games are going onto Web3, but people are realizing the actual cards are more better as an investment. So myself, I've started buying old school. So for example, OP05, this is what I recommend. OP05, One Piece. If you can find any of these boxes, the Japanese version is much cheaper, but you can buy the English version. They're worth like $1,000 now. It's crazy expensive just for one booster box. It's worth like $1,000. Yeah, $1,365 for one booster box. And let me tell you this: a year ago, this was worth $200. This was worth $300 a year ago. Now it's worth $1,300 because of one card that's in there. I think it's this one. There's a couple really high value cards, and a lot of people are saying they're going to be like the new Charizard in the next 2 to 3 or 5 years. Yeah, you can replay the video, of course, and if you can't comment, make sure you subscribe, and then you can comment in the video straight away, guys. So I definitely recommend all of you to start checking out these TCG trading card games. The Naruto one is a high risk, high reward, because a lot of TCGs, they launch and within 3 years they die. But if you're able to secure a first edition limited run, which they already stopped printing, you can basically resell the boxes. Already, you could buy them now, get them in March, and resell them and make money. Within 1 month, you can make money. Or you can, be a super degen and open it up and hope you hit this golden legendary card, and then grade it with PSA, and then you can make thousands of dollars. And the boxes, the Naruto boxes, they cost. So you can go for stores on the official website. I'm gonna send the official website as well. The boxes right now, they cost like $100, $150, and as you can see, the One Piece boxes now, they cost $1,000, right? So if you want to repeat history, and Naruto is massive. I know there's a lot of anime fans who love Naruto. So that's a quick segment for everybody to basically. That's an investment, right? Exactly. This is an investment, and this is an investment channel, and people are making a killing with trading cards, and people are losing money with Bitcoin at the moment. So I thought I'd bring this in to show all of you that there's another way to make money while we wait for the bull market to come back. I'm going to bring the segment. If people like it, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this every week. But for this week, that's it for the global news. And that is it for the crypto news. And that is it for TCG news. I want to move a little bit into SuperDApp and give you an update on what's going on. As we discussed today, SuperDApp is focusing highly on AI agents. And our focus is to integrate AI agents into SuperDApp and using Claude Book is basically ClaudeBot. So this is Claude AI. This is basically they've built a platform for that's the wrong one. ClaudeBot. I always get these these names because there's
Wow.
Claude Bot and then there's Claude Book. And Claude Book is basically like a Reddit, basically, but it's only for AI agents. And what we want to do is we want to get these AI agents to be able to integrate themselves. Because as I said, AI agents are going to start managing the internet. I want them to integrate themselves directly into SuperDApp. So for example, if you're messaging somebody in private and you click on, somebody's username, right? And then you message them. So here I'm gonna message somebody directly, and I can just say, "Hey, how are you? What's going on?" Right? And what we're gonna do is allow you to do that, but you're gonna be messaging an AI agent directly, and then you can give that AI agent specific tasks to do. So, hey, can you message somebody at this time? Or can you go to my wallet and at 5 p.m. send some super tokens to another user? Or can you go on my X profile and make this post, anything, or can you go and trade this token on Uniswap for me? And you can just and they'll connect it to the API keys on Uniswap, and they'll trade for you. So our current focus is this at the moment. We've already started playing around with CloudBot and integrations. There's been AI agents who've started talking about SuperDApp. Also, I'm going to share that next week. There's some actual real comments from AI agents talking about SuperDApp and the utility of SuperDApp for AI agents. This is not humans talking. It's actually insane what's going on, and I'm pretty excited about its future. At the moment, our main priority is to finish the grants that we applied for. So we're very close to finishing the 2 AI agents that we're developing ourselves. So there's going to be a treasure hunt AI agent, which will allow you to earn tokens from other projects, from Syscoin, from SuperDApp. And alongside this, there's going to be the token launcher AI agent. That's the big one, where you're going to be able to launch your own tokens. Hopefully, we're going to allow you to launch tokens on the Base chain, on Binance chain, and eventually on ZK Sys, which is where we really want to end up at the end of the day. So a lot of going on in SuperDApp. There's going to be an actual launch. I'm hoping it's going to be next month, and you're going to see these AI agents, and we're all going to start launching live. I'm going to launch some tokens with you on Rolux. We're going to see how it works. We're going to do some test runs, and then we're going to start launching tokens all together. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you join us, subscribe on this channel, and don't miss a beat. That's it really for the SuperDApp update. Let me wrap everything up for you. So there's a lot of volatility in the market, but money is moving away from gold and silver. As you guys saw, it crashed, it dumped, and money is moving into more risky assets. The government is very good. The governments around the world are very good about what news you receive. So what you're going to see is, less news about wars and less news which create uncertainty, and maybe more news which are going to confuse people, like the Jeffrey Epstein files, for example. And while all of these news are happening and these geopolitical moves happen, all the money is really being moved under our faces, under the table, so we don't see it. And that's very important for all of us to know and keep up to date with that. And I will do that every Thursday, as always, on BlockDesk News. But for today, I want to say thank you, everyone, for joining. I'm sending love from BlockDesk News. I'm sending love from SuperDApp and from myself. As always, guys, all the best and have a good week. I will see you next Thursday. All the best. Bye-bye.